Hey y'all, hey. So, in this video, I will be talking about Silent Cries for Help by Loryn Landon. And this video is being brought to you by none other than my amazing book club, EyeCU Reading and Social Network. But make sure that you guys know that these are still my opinions, okay? It's gonna be the intro to your book review, right? Being guarded is an understatement when it comes to Grace, who's had to experience major losses in her life back to back. After losing her baby girl and the love of her life at the same time, she's become accustomed to losing the people closest to her, and as a result, she's shielded herself from building bonds and relationships with people for fear of getting hurt again. But when she presses the reset button on her life, she winds up meeting Malik, who shows true, genuine interest in her from day one. Due to Grace's past, she remains guarded even though she begins to feel something from Malik. However, her guarded demeanor almost pushes him away. After some deep soul searching and some advice from those close to her, she comes to realize that Malik might be the one who can help her move forward in her life. So, she decides to take a leap of faith by opening up and letting Malik in. Now, from the outside looking in, Malik comes across as every woman's dream guy. He's got a lucrative job, good looks, charming personality, and he exudes confidence. Now, when Malik first sees Grace, he instantly falls in love with her and is dead set on making Grace his lady. He remains patient and consistent with Grace, understanding that she has been hurt before, just the type of woman he wants in his life. Malik isn't all that he appears to be, though. A wolf in sheep's clothing would be the perfect description for the type of person that Malik embodies. Being an expert at playing mind games and a total womanizer, Malik is able to hide his true self just long enough to eventually win Grace over. But how long will he be able to hide his true identity from Grace? Will Grace be able to save herself from getting hurt by Malik before it's too late? Or will she allow Malik's suave personality and good looks to win her over, causing her more hurt than she could ever imagine? Find out in Silent Cries for Help. So let's talk about this, shall we? So boom, we got Grace, our main character, and the book starts off with some mother-daughter trauma. And interesting enough, I just got done reviewing another book a little while ago that had this mother-daughter trauma. And I'm just like, oh, so all y'all need Jesus, basically, is what you're saying to me. Because these mamas and these daughters, y'all relationships is on the struggle bus. And I don't know if this particular book is based on true story or not. But if it is, y'all need to see somebody about that. Y'all need to pray or something. Because that's unhealthy. Okay? Now, it does make for some good reading. But I still need y'all to work out all of that in your lives. I do. Okay? So, boom. We start out with the trauma. We start out just with her, like she said, losing her child, losing the love of her life. And she just really ain't been the same. She was young when it happened. And sis just never really got over it. So she went a long time. Just being broken for real. And she finally decides that she gonna try to make some things change in her life. And I'm so glad that she did. Because it seemed like she was just wasting away, you know? So now we got this character, Grace, who ends up moving into a new town. She didn't hit the reset button. And now she done met her little boo, Malik. Oh, and you know, we spend almost the entire book with him courting her. Okay. And real talk, I mean, on the surface, he was doing what he was supposed to be doing. Honestly, as far as a man showing interest in a woman, we can't act like he ain't do it. He did it. But baby, he's such a hoe. He a hot mess and he's a hoe. Straight whore, okay? And sis don't see it. And you just be sitting there reading the book and you just like, dang, she about to find out he's a whore. But we had to think about that through a lot of the book. Like, I was really waiting for her to realize that he was a whore. And she didn't really find out until the end of the book. Which leads me to believe that the synopsis that is given is more than likely for the entire book series. So like I mentioned, this is book 1 of the series. And I believe there are a total of 3 books. I feel like maybe there's one synopsis for the entire series. Because book 1, which is the only thing that I've read, doesn't really fit with the synopsis. But it would make sense that the synopsis fits for the series. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Okay, so back to the story. Grace and Malik. Now, Grace went all this time being just guarded, because let me tell you, the author is going to make sure that you know that she is guarded, honey. Okay? She is guarded. All right? She done went all this time. And then when she finally decided that she about to give a man a shot, what he going to do? Just trample all over her. And this is the thing. Like, he don't really even trample all on her in this particular book, but you can just tell that it's going to happen. You can just tell. It's like, you saw it coming. You saw it coming because all through the book, although we never got to the point that she found out that he was trash until the very end, we all knew he was trash. The reader knew he was trash, okay? And that's just like in real life. You done decided that you about to be out here in these streets trying to have your little boo thing. And dude that you pick or the girl that you pick, one or the other, you really thinking that they about to be it. And then they really don't be it. And they be so far from it that you be like, you know what? I don't even think I want to even try no more because oh, it be so terrible. And Grace she can't win for losing. She just has horrible luck. She's got some really bad luck, okay? Let me tell you that. I'm glad, though, that eventually in this book, we did get to see that she was going to start to get a glimpse at who this guy was in real life. I feel like you definitely have to read all 3 of the books in order to get a feel for what it is that the author wants you to get. You'll want to make sure that you read all 3 of the books, because if you just end up reading one, then you'll be left feeling a little like unfinished. And the author may have probably did this on purpose to make sure that y'all go when y'all read book 2 and book 3. And at the end, she has a jaw dropper that I was just like, oh, okay then. Sis say she wants you to read book 2, okay? So, yeah. Silent Cries to Help by Loryn Landon gets 3 acrylic nails from me. I hope you guys get a chance to check the book out for yourself. Come back and let me know what you think. I'm Tam. I'm telling tales. Read a book.